Yes, say what you say. I can ground pound all day, especially laid with a pretty face, small waist. I'd rather stand here, share your space with you. Collar tie, Muay Thai, I wanna lie with you. I wouldn't lie to you. I'm the truth. Get my full mount, side mount, wouldn't do. I wanna take you, controlled by the wrist. We can go rounds 3, 4, 5, 6 in the clinch. Yeah, we in the clinch, baby. Best believe me, we in the clinch. You and I, we in the clinch, baby. Say what you say. Oops, up off that. Yeah, yes, up off that. Every time I seemed I had enough to start heading for the door. There's a very strange vibration that pierces me right to the core. It says, turn around, you fool. You know you love her more and more. Tell me why. Come on, community. Is it so? What's up, my people? This is ShowBizz. Don't. All right, man. Look. Look at who we have here. Word is bond. What's going on with you, King Joe? What's going on? Yeah. Who else? Smilo. All right, man. Lord, first, I want to say this. Hit the Tyson bell. We got a super chat all rizzle. All rizzle. Grand Rising Big Bro. Much love to you. Thank you so much, brother. I'm going to tell you something about today. Do you know what today is? Do you know what today is? It's the first day of football, baby. Hit the Tyson bell. How many of you guys have already drafted? I hope you have. I think that's it. Okay, I hope your last day, you had yesterday to draft for your fantasy football league. I'm going up against Brady tonight, okay? I think it's going to be raining tonight. Let's hope Brady starts off slow. Okay, this team that I'm going up against got Brady, got Cooper Kupp. Who else they got? They got Kittle. They got Nick Chubb. I mean, this guy here is really he's stacked. All right, stacked to the max. This is DJ for real. ShowBizz, you coming to Vegas for the fight? Hit Tyson bell. Absolutely. I'll see you out there, DJ for real. I should be out there. What else we got? King Joe, let's go. What's your predictions? Wild or Fury? I told you yesterday. It's Fury. So let's talk about it. Let's talk about a few things. Honestly, you want to talk about the main thing first? Well, first, let's talk about something extremely important. Oscar De La Hoya. He had a 3-day stint in the hospital. COVID attacked him pretty heavily. And he made a statement. He's out of the hospital. Shout out to Oscar De La Hoya. He is fine. He is fine. Well, you know, how fine can you be after COVID? COVID takes a toll on you. But he says this, and I quote, "Hey guys, I am out of the hospital. I was in there for 3 days. COVID hit me really hard. I was in the best shape of my life. You see what I'm saying? And I really can't wait to get back in the ring." Slow down, bro. Slow down, bro. Like, really, you probably should have been retired, period. All right. But just heal up. But thank you very much for all your well wishes. Oh, yeah. And all your support. Absolutely. I appreciate it. That's what Oscar De La Hoya said. Much love to Oscar De La Hoya. Health is wealth. Good job for Oscar. And speaking of which, of Oscar De La Hoya, this is a great segue. Evander the Real Deal Holyfield will be replacing Oscar De La Hoya against Vitor Belfort on Triller Saturday. I will be calling that fight along with Donald Trump, apparently. He's punching, he's hitting, he's jabbing, he jabs again, he punches again. I can't believe he punched again and he jabbed one more damn time. Evander the Real Deal Holyfield, he did his marketing thing on his story on Instagram. Here's what he said. Here's what he said. Oh my God.
You don't want to miss it.
Here we go.
I'm fighting September 11th. You don't want to miss this. Swipe up and get your ticket or pay-per-view with Troy.
Now, take a look. Take a look.
I'll find something enough. You don't want to miss this. Swipe up and get your ticket on pay-per-view with Troy.
You know, I don't know, man. Hey, man. I'm going to go out on now. I'm calling a fight. I support boxing. I support my icons. I support legends. I'm going to go out on a whim and say this, dog. I'm gonna go out on a whim, dog, and say this. Right. I hope he isn't. Evander Holyfield, with all due respect, brother, I'm looking at you. I love how you look at 58, but fighting, I'm a little concerned. I gotta keep it. I'm a wee bit concerned. Okay, Mike Tyson, I wasn't concerned a bit, and it's so funny. But Mike Tyson, he retired kind of on time. I think that's why he was so more preserved. Holyfield kept having those wars and kept fighting into his late 40s and stuff like that. Okay, so did Roy Jones. Okay, and check out Roy Jones. Y'all must have forgot too. Yeah, show some support. But still, I don't know, man. What say you, bro? It just seems, yeah. I thought he was 60, but he's 58. Go to busr.com/ShowBizz. Place bet on your favorite fight. I'm rooting for Holyfield. He's my favorite heavyweight of all time. But I think Vito Belfort just got this just because if he could throw a punch. I don't love that song. Oh yes. I had a midnight drop. A lot of you guys were there for the premiere. I had a midnight drop of the full song of this intro. In the clinch. Here's the Tyson Bell. In the clinch, after this ShowBizz the Morning podcast, go over there it's on my channel. Go to my channel. You will see the full song and the full video. I never released the full song. I decided to do it. Everybody, please. And before you do anything else, make sure you hit the like.
Hit the like. Your fingers over here be like, there's nothing to hit the like. You know what you like.
Huh? Wait, hold on. Hit the damn.
Hit the like. Your fingers over here be like, there's nothing to hit the like. You know what you like.
Huh? Hit the like. Okay? Make sure you hit the like. And if you haven't subscribed, subscribe. Motherfucker. Okay. And that's the black. 2 sugars. We got 200 people in here. Everybody hit the like button. Now listen. Who's the girl? I have no idea. Let me tell you, I typed up dancing and that girl came up like, ooh, hit the I'm like, hold on, wait a second. you come on. Edit. So here we go. Let's talk about what Tyson Gypsy King Fury said. We'll start there. Then we'll do some Oscar Valdez and go back to Tyson Gypsy King Fury. Let's go. Now, actually, let's do Oscar Valdez first, and then let's just do Tyson Fury from here on out. Hold on, let me see your besides being the former president, it's not weird at all for Trump to be announcing a fight card. He has a long history in the fight game. Exactly. Exactly. It was more weird him being president, right? Seriously, not to make it a political issue, but he was always somebody on TV. He was always a face, not just an investor. He was always a personality. It was more weird that he was president. And so, now that he's president, it's like, what is he doing? But honestly, he was always, a part of the fighting game. He had those relationships with promoters and stuff like that. A lot of fights happen in his Trump hotel and stuff like that. Trump Tower or what have you. Yeah, and he had his own TV show. He had his books. He had his. So, really, it's kind of back to, he's back in his bag or back in that bag. How about that? Biz, let me flex up. My man, flex on him. I've been thinking when AJ said Wilder ain't elite. What are your standards for elite. I thought to be elite, beat an elite, have a good resume. Wilder has neither of those. Much love. To define elite. Good morning, Biz. Much love to you. Here, I think it's very simple. Okay, it's not so much elite skills. It's not so much of that. Elite to me is when you're on top of your division. Case in point. I'm talking about for the era. Yeah, he's one of the elite fighters for the era. For right now, you had Klitschko, right? When Klitschko was doing this thing, you had guys like Bird out there. You had guys like Eddie Chambers out there. You had guys like Calvin Brock. You had guys out there, Samuel Peter. You had a lot of those guys out there, and they were kind of like in the top 5. Are they elite fighters overall? No. When you think of the best, most elite heavyweights of all time, which there were thousands of them, you don't bring up Eddie Chambers, okay? But for that time, they were one of the elite fighters. Bird was one of the elite heavyweights at the time, right? Klitschko is an elite heavyweight of all time, okay? Lennox Lewis, those elite heavyweights of all time. Now, when you think of what Anthony AJ Joshua said, if AJ is, because AJ is becoming like a boxing historian, right? I mean, he's just delving into what made heavyweights great. If you listen to him, he is regurgitating all the things that he's ingesting, and you can just tell when he brings up Larry Holmes and Riddick Bowe, he can't talk without bringing those guys up now, right? So he's looking at things and studying things, and when he's looking at that, he's starting to, hey, Wilder is an elite, right? And hold on, neither am I. If AJ wanted to be real with himself when it comes to all time, neither is AJ. All right. But who is closer to elite, AJ or Wilder? AJ. Wilder isn't really elite. But let me tell you something about Wilder. He's elite for today. He's a top 3 heavyweight. Of course, he's elite today. But let me tell you something about Wilder. No matter what you say about him, he has the highest knockout percentage in heavyweight history. No matter what you say, right? Oh, he knocked out bums. Okay, there was a lot of fighters who had a lot of bums. All right. No matter what you say, there is something about him that you can't help but to think about when it comes to elite. When you think of great punchers ever, Deontay Wilder's in your head. So if I leave, whenever I leave this planet, and millions of people bring up ShowBizz the Adult as something funniest, big as eyes, I don't give a damn. I did something to make everybody think of me. And that's an elite thing, because most of us come and go without people even knowing that we existed. Hit the Tyson bell, except for the people who matter most, the loved ones. And many of us don't even want to be recognized by a bunch of people we don't give a damn about. That's the Black Too Shook. But if you have a platform or on a platform and you want to leave a mark, Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder did just that. Okay, so that's elite level in something. All right. Let's go to let me share. I want to share something extremely important, and what say you guys when it comes to this? Oscar Valdez, okay? He makes a statement, okay, before he takes on Conceição, all right? And look, as you can tell by his eyebrows right now that he looked contrite, or is that the right word? All right, so let's check it out.
I've never used banned substance to enhance my performance. I've never done it. I've always been very respectful for the anti-doping rules ever since I was an amateur Olympian and I was a professional. Ever since I became a world champion in 2016, I've been tested for more than 30 times. I insisted on writing on the bottom testing myself for the Robson Conceição fight and put that under my contract. I would like to thank my manager, Frank Espinosa, my trainer, Elio Reynoso, and all my team and everybody who's been with me through these tough times. I would also like to thank the Pascual Yaqui Boxing Commission for letting this fight proceed and hearing my case. I will happily comply with all the situations set forth by the Boxing Commission Council, collaborate with all the program tests and other activities required for me. I hope to see you guys September 10th on my first title defense back in Tucson, Arizona. I wish you all well. To my people,
let me tell you what I think. Let me tell you what I think about that. Hold on. Let me see. Oh, no war room without me. Jay Cooley, you got that right, brother. Let me see. Biz, salute. Montana Love showed me a lot versus Baranchik. Great win. I told somebody that Love is on the level. Oh, if not better than a Colbert. Now I know you. I thought you meant like the word Love. Your thoughts? Better than Colbert? I don't know about that yet, but he is fantastic. Love got a lot of tools. I'm not sure yet if he's on the level of Colbert yet. But he is good, and I don't blame you for feeling that way. Okay. What Oscar Valdez's statement right there, though very contrite, as it should be, he thanked all the right people. The Pasqua Yaqui tribe, yeah. But I always understood what the athletic commission over there, Pasqua Yaqui Athletic, what they were on. Okay, they looked at WADA said that it was okay, and then they said, okay, then let's have the fight. Like I've been saying repeatedly over and over and over again, my only problem is that the fight is still a title fight, okay? Because the WBC aligns itself with WADA. Now, as for Oscar Valdez, you took it. I would respect. Let me tell you something, bro. Let me tell you something, dog. Hold on real quick. I hope the other guy knocks out Valdez. That's where I'm at. Hold on. Combat sport people can get killed. If Valdez was a runner, I wouldn't feel it is as morally egregious as I do. Morally egregious as I do. Also, what about guys like Donaire? Okay. Look here. Yeah, I'm with $1 Trillion Dreams. I hope Conceição beat him, knock him out. Okay, that's where I'm at. Hold on real quick. Victor has defeated you. Oh yes, I wonder why would you shoot him on before throwing him from the plane? After I stopped Biz on my post-fight interview, faster I hit hard. Brother, you ain't stopping me in shit. You can't stop me in nothing, Victory. He beat a former world champion, Biz. Colbert struggled in this last fight versus a 126-pounder and got rocked. Colbert is very good too, though. Baranchik was fighting with his face. He was throwing big shots and fighting with his face. Yeah. If you're a fighter with the style of Love, you should be taxing his ass. I mean, but even then, it looked like Baranchik could have knocked him out too. It's not like Baranchik didn't have great moments in that fight. Okay. But I think Colbert would have done the same thing. Hold on real quick. Let me see what else you got. A new member, baby. Much love to you. James West. What's up, Biz? You know what it is. Respect. Much love to you. Facts Friday. Look. Should boycott the fight. ShowBizz, the community should boycott the fight. Oh, y'all do what y'all want. If y'all don't want to watch the fight, y'all do what y'all want. I'm watching and calling the fight. Okay, I'm watching and calling the fight. Acosta, Nakatani, these guys deserve a look. Like I said, I look at boxing, not boxer. Okay, so the undercard. People who need that platform need their name said. If you guys look at me call my live stream commentary, I don't just call the main event. I think all of those fighters equally deserve a chance. All right. When it comes to Canelo versus Plant, I will be calling the undercards too. All right. And I think Conceição did nothing wrong. So I'm not going to take money out of Conceição's pockets. I'm not going to turn a blind eye to everybody on the undercard, all because Oscar Valdez took Ventermine. Not going to do it. Not me. I'm not going to have everybody in boxing, everybody that night pay because this one person was irresponsible. Not me. All right? So that's just how I am. That's how I am. I think about everybody. I don't put Oscar Valdez above everybody. That's how I roll. But you don't have to. That's your stance. Take it. Take it. He tested negative by VADA on August 30th, not in his system. Everyone is going to dwell on him. It's not like he is Miller, the heavyweight, or is he? Okay. Look, what I'm going to say is this. I would have felt better if he's going to be contrite. Okay. I would have felt better if Oscar Valdez was like, I unknowingly took phentermine, or I mean, if he didn't take the approach of, hey, I'm just completely, just goody two shoe. If he could have at least said, look, I've unknowingly took it, or I knowingly took it because I thought that you can take it because WADA allows it, and VADA uses WADA testing. So because like I said, I can understand if you drop the ball on that. If WADA is saying that phentermine is allowed outside of competition. So, hey, in getting ready for the fight, I'm going to take phentermine and make sure I lose the weight or whatever. And then once it's time for a competition, I'll cycle off of it because WADA says that it's okay. I'm not doing anything wrong. That, to me, is a good stance. Either way, the reason why I want Constantine to punch him in his face real hard is because I don't think he should be the world champion, the WBC world champion that night. I think that wasn't good for boxing because there goes the inconsistencies that we complain about so much. All right. If Valdez kills this man, who will take the blame? Valdez is clean now. He doesn't have anything in the system. So there's nothing in there. So he doesn't have anything. Okay. Phentermine wouldn't allow you to kill a man. All right. But it does give you an edge. Now, look. But still, he didn't have it in the system. He doesn't have it in the system now for competition. It's not in the system. Okay. I'm going to say this too. A lot of people seem to be extremely confused when it comes to this, including Shakur Stevenson. All right, everybody hit the like button. Shakur Stevenson, he says this, and let me show you where his confusion is. Though Shakur Stevenson, I agree with his way of thinking. Let me tell you what he said. He says this: he definitely shouldn't be fighting. I'm with the people that think he shouldn't be fighting. I think it's cool for me because I still get the opportunity to fight him. Okay, but I do think that they kind of gave him a slap on the wrist. And I don't agree with the decision that they made. But I guess whenever I fight him, I'll make sure, listen to this, I'll make sure VADA be on top of him a lot in camp. Listen to what Shakur Stevenson said. This is the confusion. Shakur Stevenson said, I'll make sure VADA be on top of him a lot in camp. Newsflash, Shakur Stevenson, VADA was on top of him, and VADA caught it. But VADA doesn't make decisions. They did what they had to do. Boop, caught. WADA got the test results, gave it to VADA. VADA told everybody, including the WBC, including Oscar Valdez, including Pasquayaki tribe, including Constantine, including everybody. Including everybody. That's what VADA does. If Shakur Stevenson said, I'm going to make sure VADA's on top of him, VADA will be on top of him and inform everybody. If the Pasquayaki tribe still allows him to fight and the WBC still allows for it to be a championship fight, that's not on VADA. I did what I had to do. My testing worked. Here you go. The rest is on you. Cap, no cap. So Shakur Stevenson is right in the way he's thinking, but he's still confused on how did this happen. Shakur, listen, everybody got the information. Everybody did right. Those who dropped the ball, in my opinion, are those who allowed for it to be a fight, a championship fight. Okay, that's how I feel. So let's I'm getting all these texts and stuff. So So let's talk about Canelo Camp. Got to find a different cattle ranch. Funny, the whole pasture is tainted. Hey, y'all hear what he? Don't get y'all feelings hurt. Don't get your panties in the bunch. This is the war room. All right, read what he said. Master Black Two Sugars. Don't support PED cheaters. Yeah. You still don't get it. You still don't get it. So you won't get it. You won't get it. All right. So here we go. Let's talk about the main topic here. If I can find it. Hit harder. Oh my God. I'm sorry. Before we get to the main topic, did y'all see Batty Patty, bro? Who saw Batty Patty? Check out Batty Patty, what he did for his UFC debut. Check him out. brother. Bruh, Batty Patty, dog, just like a savage. Just start swinging like a savage. But I digress. Let's go to let's see. Let's get to the main topic here. Very important stuff, by the way. Where the hell is it? So this is why you have to be queued up. Let's see if this is it. Nope, that's not it. Hold on one second. Not silencing doubters. He says something about I want something a little bit cleaner than that. Oh, here it is right here. Here it is right here. So check him out here. Oh, wait. I got some super chats. Hold on. Biz, notifications haven't worked for a while. What should I do? Hit the like button. Y'all got to hit the like button. So the more y'all hit the like button, the more, views I get. And then they start pushing it out to people. If you don't hit the like button, people don't know that I'm doing my thing, because YouTube feels, there's not a lot of interaction. Y'all got to hit the like. And then it's like, I didn't get notification because YouTube is like, nobody likes it. But there's thousands of you watching it. You got to hit the like. It's a real thing, right? And Patty the Batty debut was amazing. All British fighters won that night. Yeah. $1 trillion. Biz, I know you don't like going down this road, but I got to ask, because it's apparently clear to me, is the WBC biased towards Mexican fighters? They didn't strip Errol the True Spence. Errol the True Spence is holding a WBC title. They didn't strip Errol the True Spence. Seems like they're fine with Tyson Gypsy King Fury. Right? Gary Russell be fighting once every 55 years. I mean, I don't know. Okay. I think it's perception, $1 trillion. When a black or white or any other athlete holds the WBC title, you don't focus because you already have it predetermined in your mind that everything is racist. Right? So when you have Mauricio Suleiman, who is Mexican, represent the WBC, and something is allowed by a Mexican fighter, it's racism. It's bias. But when Errol the True Spence hasn't fought since Danny Swift Garcia, and then he's out some more for who knows how long, and he's not stripped or suspended, none of those things, and he's still able to hold the title, everybody, no one cares, right? Errol the True Spence should hold the title. So you know what I mean? No one thinks about that at all. WBC just makes their decisions, and some of them you agree, some of them you don't. Hit the Tyson bell. Okay. At least that's how I feel about it. If I didn't see that with Errol Spence, if I didn't see that with Gary Russell, if I didn't see that with Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder, rocking with the WBC for 10 title defenses and doing his thing there and fully supported by the WBC, if I didn't see that going on with Tyson Gypsy King Fury and any other WBC, if David Benavidez, right? David Benavidez was stripped like that, booger sugar. He was stripped like that from not making a scale. Okay, so if I didn't see those things, if David Benavidez was allowed to do whatever he wanted and they stripped Errol the True Spence, then maybe. But it's just like, I just don't see that. I can't pick and choose when someone's racist, when everything is just consistent. I'm just not like that with anything. I'm not like that with anything. Okay. ShowBizz, a better way of boxing television. That's just how I am. Okay. So here we go. Check this out.
Bang, bang, bang.
So
I'm going to destroy Wilder in November. First time Frank's heard it. And then I'm going to take a fight in December because of all the inactivity. Because I don't think the Joshua fight's going to happen in December, is it, Frank?
I would think March.
So yeah, February, March. So here's what my bucket list is. I'm going to fight Wilder in October 9th. I'll fight Dylan White back in the UK for the first time in years at a stadium up the north here somewhere, Manchester or something, in December. Let's get a date in December. I'll shut that bum right up. That'll be an easy one. And then I'll fight Joshua in March time, where it's in Saudi Arabia. Let's do it. And then we can have a rematch in the summer back here at Wembley. And then
now, and I think he said Chisora after that.
In my last 5th fight, that'll be about however long, 2 years, and I'll fight Derek Chisora. That's 5 fights, yeah?
So listen to what he's saying. He's saying that he'll fight Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder October 9th. Then he's going to fight Dillian the Body Snatcher White. Okay. After Dillian the Body Snatcher White, he's going to fight Anthony AJ Joshua twice. So he's going to fight Dillian White comes to December. He's going to fight Anthony AJ Joshua come March. And then he's going to fight Anthony AJ Joshua again. And then he said he's going to fight Derek Chisora. What say you? That sounds like a good 5. Dillian the Body Snatcher White, he definitely deserved a shot at the WBC's title. He's been sitting there forever. If Tyson Gypsy King Fury were to beat Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder and then defend it against Dillian White and then fight AJ twice, Tyson Fury he's goated. Hit the Tyson bell. He goated. He's one of the GOATs, okay? Because he goated this era. Let's say he beats Deontay Wilder again, all right? Beats Dillian White and beats AJ twice. I mean, at that, he's goated. Look, whoever comes out of these fights here, AJ, Usyk, Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder, whoever comes out of this mess here and decides to defend it. Look, AJ defends his titles, okay? Tyson Fury doesn't, all right? You're talking about GOAT level now because you've ran your era. What say you? Hold on. Didn't the WBC make the Juneteenth belt for Jamal Charlo's fight? Yeah, and they also made the Black Lives Matter belt for Mike Tyson versus Roy Jones. But it doesn't. I'm not going to sit there here and talk gibberish. And I'm not going to sit here and talk BS. All right. Because I mean, it's just so everybody just want to find a way to point. I mean, people do that with me. Let me find a moment that I think he's biased. There you go. He only like white guys. It's like, I'm so sick of it. Right? Okay. He said this. Okay. It goes like this. Let me break it down for you. He said something good about Wilder, said something good about Wilder, said something good about Wilder, said something bad. He's hating and he hates himself. Like, I'm done with that type of mentality. I just move on, bro. He ain't fighting White. He asked for the fight for the diamond belt and went quiet when the WBC ordered it. Let's see. Let's see. Okay. Let's just see. Facts are in the bank, 100%. Now look. But here's what this is all about. Let me see if how about this? There's something that he said. No, that ain't it. There was something that this guy said, and hold on. Right here. You hear that? You hear that? You hear that? Let's do it again. Let's do it again. Let's do it again. Let's do it again. Let me put it on the screen for you. Let me put it on the screen for you.
But he's still a threat, though, isn't he?
Let me put it on the screen for you. Listen to this.
But Wilder is, I would say, the most devastating puncher in modern boxing history. He's always no
Incorrect. I am.
Of course. Now,
Because he was the biggest puncher in history, and then I knocked him out. So does that make me the
That's
biggest?
right. And you took his punches.
Exactly. So I'm the biggest puncher. I'm the toughest puncher.
You hear what he said? Is that cap or no? $1, thank you so much. Is that cap or no? Is that cap or no? Is that cap or no? Hold on. David was in the way of Canelo is why they were so eager to strip him. Fury, Spence, and Gary didn't violate. They deserve the belt, but I get it. So now it's not a Mexican thing. Now it's a Canelo thing. If you think they favor Canelo, okay. Right? But you said Mexican thing. Okay? A race thing. Here we go. So check this out. Listen. That's cap. Look, okay. Hold on. Let's have our debate right here in the war room. Hit the Tyson bell. Let's have our debate right here in the war room. Fury's capping big time. Okay. Look, understand. I think Fury is a damn liar. Hey, this is how I start my strong argument that Fury is telling the truth. I think that Fury is a damn liar. Hold up, community. That's my number one argument. Fury is telling the truth. That he is the big puncher when it comes to him and Deontay Wilder. You want to know why? Because Fury is a damn liar. But listen. That is not a bizarre thing, and Fury isn't the first one to say it. Who's the first one to tell you guys that when it comes to Deontay Wilder versus Tyson Gypsy King Fury, Tyson Fury is the puncher? Which one of you got? Who was the first one to say it? Go ahead. That's not the first time that was said. You know who said that? Truth, the only thing you get away with. You know who said that? Hold on. I'm not a Fury fan, but if he beats Wilder this time and then moves on to beat Josh, he's definitely one of the greatest of all time because he ruled the era. Right, exactly. Victor has defeated you, Biz. Strange, Biz. Why is it cap? You tell me why is it cap that when it comes to Tyson Fury versus Deontay Wilder, that Tyson Fury is the big puncher in that fight? Why is it cap? Go to busr.com/showbiz. Place a bet on your favorite fights. Victory has defeated you. Great analysis. I'm gonna tell you something. Let me run this by you real quick. It's always, and I've been saying this forever, punch to chin ratio. Punch to chin ratio. Who punches harder than Tommy the Hitman Hearns? Not too many. Not in the welterweight division. Not ever. Not too many people hit harder than Tommy the Hitman Hearns. But that night against Sugar Ray Leonard, he hit hard. Who hits harder than Tommy the Hitman Hearns? Not many. Not many people in history. But when it came to him versus Marvelous Marvin Hagler, who hit harder? Marvelous Hagler. Okay. How about this? Not too many people hit harder than Tommy the Hitman Hearns. But when it came to him against Iran Barkley, who hit hard? Fury is just an internally bad matchup for Wilder. Like Mayweather is always a bad matchup for Pac. Yeah, I think that's a bad matchup. Julian the Hawk Jackson. Yeah. Not too many people hit harder than Julian the Hawk Jackson. But when it came to Julian the Hawk Jackson versus Mike McCullum, who hit hard? When it came to Julian the Hawk Jackson versus Gerald the G-Man McClellan, who hits hard? So let's talk about Tyson the Gypsy King Fury. Let's talk about Tyson the Gypsy King Fury versus Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder. Let's talk about that. How many times did Deontay Wilder drop Fury? How many times did Deontay Wilder drop Fury? Let me know. It is punch to chin ratio. How many times did Deontay Wilder drop Fury? Twice. How many times did Fury drop Deontay Wilder? Hold on. And let's do it. They traded 2 knockdowns. Now let's do this. Who got stopped? You want to know what's funny? Okay. I'm gonna tell you what's funny. Check this out. Yeah, Mark Breland's another one. Let me tell you something funny. Okay. He said corner. He was getting his ass whipped. All right. He was hurt. Say he wasn't. Let me tell you something funny. Wilder didn't drop. He was breakdancing. Ha! Accumulation, not knockout. He was stopped. I said, who was stopped? Okay, let me tell you something funny too. When you look at the first fight, was Deontay Wilder ever hurt that first fight? Let's keep it real if you want to have a debate. Let's talk the truth. Was Deontay Wilder ever wobbled that first fight? Helicap. I can't wait till October 9th so y'all can shut up. Hit the Tyson bell. Yes. He was hurt. He got hurt. Do you know in the 12th round? Yes. Do you want to know why? Why Tyson Fury hurt him? Because he decided to hit him like a puncher. Oh, yes, community. Oh, yes. I said this many times. Because you can hit hard, that doesn't mean you can take a hard punch. Let me say it again. Because you hit hard, it doesn't mean you can take a hard punch. Tyson the Gypsy King Fury decided to go after him and not box him, but slug him, and he rocked him. He rocked him when he still had birds flying around his head, let alone if he's completely into the fight. And that's the fight that most people said that he had soggy gloves, not metal gloves. He had pillow gloves, and he rocked him. Wilder have no chin. Okay, punch to chin ratio. And when it comes to that fight, Tyson Gypsy King Fury versus Deontay Wilder, punch to chin ratio, Tyson Fury is the puncher, bro. That's the scary part that y'all got to take into consideration. They both punch hard, but who's the bigger puncher? That fight is actually Fury. I'm not saying that Fury's going to win. I got my money on Fury winning, but I don't know the future. Tyson, when it comes to heavyweights, everybody can get laid out. And Deontay Wilder can punch very fast. But what I'm saying is, when it comes to that fight, it's not the puncher against the boxer. Tyson the Gypsy King Fury is the puncher here. He's the puncher here. Wilder tried new ASAP because Tyson Fury going to drop if you don't. Okay. Okay. Preach, Biz. Finally, Fury will always be the worst fight match for Wilder, and Fury can take a punch. Wilder clearly not. That's what I'm saying. Hold on real quick. Jay Cooley. Yeah, say it again for the turds in the back. I'm saying just because you hit hard, it don't mean you can take a punch. Shot at sewer water. My bad, Biz. Continue. Oh, thank you. Thank you for letting me go on. You the man. Now listen. Damn, Biz is dark. It's true. It's true. Punchers believe in their power, and their chin is most times weak. All you need to do, look. To me, thoughts on new Spider-Man trailer, Biz. I love it. Hey, Malignant. I'm on that too, because James Wan's my guy. I like Insidious. I like you getting me sidestep. Hey, brother. Now listen. Listen to me. Hold on. Up, Sully. 100K on the way. Thank you. I'm just hyped. We get 2 heavyweight title fights. Thank you. In 2 weeks span. Thank you. Let's go. You're talking about Anthony AJ Joshua versus Usyk, Deontay Wilder versus Tyson Gypsy King Fury. It's going to be very easy to compare who did better, okay, and who could probably win when it comes to who becomes victorious. If Wilder wins, or if AJ or Usyk, whatever, and you want to see that matchup for undisputed, with it only being 2 weeks apart, it's going to be very easy to do the comparison, to do the analysis. Okay, so hit the Tyson bell. No, Wilder was tagged by bigger punchers that night, was suspect. Okay, let me tell you this, all right? Wilder was dragged all around the ring against Ortiz. Wilder got dropped another time, but they don't put it on YouTube. Tyson Fury, he got dropped too. Cunningham and some other guy caught him real quick. I forgot the other one. Get me hype. Yeah. All right. What I'm saying is this. Deontay Wilder doesn't have a magnificent chin. Okay? He doesn't have a magnificent chin. Tyson Fury already stopped him and already wobbled him, bro. And he got up from Deontay Wilder's best punch. Now, Terry Norris, one of the best punchers ever with weakest chin ever. I don't know, man. I think Julian the Hawk Jackson cracked that chin. After Julian, one of the hardest punchers of all time, cracked that chin, you know. It was insane. Fact, ShowBizz. I'm trying to tell you, bro. Let me see. What say you? And his feelings get hurt too easy. Wilder and Fury will fight 5 times. You the GOAT, ShowBizz. Keep it real on every level. I got to. Now, I'm not saying. Let's see what Shadow Ghost said. Speaking of which Usyk has a sparring partner that said he was like a ghost in the ring while training. I didn't cover it, but Usyk was moving so well. He said it was hard to hit him. It was like, not saying that he isn't, but in your opinion, Biz, do you think Wilder should be working on his defense more than offense? Because in second fight, Fury's jab and straight right was snapping Wilder's head back. Yes, look. When it comes to Wilder absorbing punches, he doesn't have the thickest neck in the world. He's a lean, kind of thin guy. All right, he's wiry. Okay, Tyson Fury is gonna come in 200-something pounds, moving the head around. All right, especially if he doesn't have his defense up. He got to be defensively responsible. That's why I would rather Deontay Wilder say something like, if I outpoint him, I outpoint him. All right, I'm not going to force the knockout. The reason why I would rather that be the case is because if he's working on his boxing and let the knockout come, if you work on winning some rounds and force Tyson Fury to have to open up. See, if you're not working on winning rounds, Tyson Fury can get comfortable in his bag doing what he does. But you got to make Fury uncomfortable. You got to make everybody uncomfortable. All right? If Fury feels you can't fight off your back foot and you're just waiting for the one right hand, Fury's going to just steamroll you again. But if you're working on lateral movement, working on your defense, all that doesn't matter. How to fight on the inside, what to do there. It's hard to be wrestling that big man too. So you don't want to be clinching all day, especially come 6'9", 280-some pounds or something like that. Right? I don't care if your boxer, your favorite boxer, you feel that he is impervious and he's your king and he's the greatest thing since sliced bread. All right? No matter what, he's still human. And when you have somebody 6'9", 280-something pound, and that guy is wiry, his best bet is to stick and move. And that right hand comes fast. And now we got a left hook to boot. All right? He can get busy and catch it. Okay, he can fight him more like Jermell Charlo fights. That's why I wanted Derek James to be his. But that's okay. Malik Scott is doing one hell of a job. No diss towards Malik Scott. But I'm saying the way Jermell Charlo fight, I think that would have been perfect for Deontay Wilder. Deontay Wilder has so many great attributes. If he were to have any of those things tweaked and more well-defined or well-oiled and just a little bit, his skill level, his technique be a little bit sharper, he would be unstoppable. Really. Because the guy is fast, the guy has dexterity, the guy is athletic, and the guy has bombs. If your right hand hurt like that, your left hand should too. Let me see. Tommy Hearn's an example of lack of chin. Yeah, I brought him up a few times. That was the beginning of my argument. Let me see. Only thing sus about Wilder was him twerking. Let me see what else you have to say. Wilder been getting to his punch before opponent. Derrick James could have disciplined Wilder. I'm saying. Now look. I don't think overall. Now there's a difference here. There's a difference here, and I want you to hear the distinct difference. Obviously, Deontay Wilder is a harder puncher than Tyson Fury. Listen to what I'm saying. Deontay Wilder is a harder puncher than Tyson Fury. Hell, George Foreman, harder puncher than Ali, who got knocked out. Ali took all his shots. All right? But man to man, when it came to Ali versus Foreman, man to man, what I bring to the table and what you bring to the table, you were on your back looking up. Sonny Liston punched harder than Ali. TKO the first time, knockout the second time. Man to man, okay? Man to man, you're on your back looking up. Hold on. What do you think if Eddie Reynoso were to train Wilder? They would be. I mean, that'd be horrible. That'd be horrible. I think that's horrible. Hold on. Ray Leonard, best chin I've seen on a fighter and fought best when getting stunned. Yeah, he fought. Yeah. He opened up when he got stunned. Crazy heart. Now listen, Deontay Wilder punches harder than Fury. Right? But Fury can take Deontay Wilder punches better than Wilder can take Fury's. That's all I'm saying. Fury ain't Ali. No one said he was. What's wrong with it? That comment was dumb. Why choose? Why choose to say that? When you heard all of my examples. He's not Iran Barkley either. He's not Gerald the G-Man McClellan either. He's not Marvelous Marvin Hagler or Sugar Ray Leonard either. And Deontay Wilder isn't Tommy Hearns. He isn't Julian the Hawk Jackson either. He isn't Sonny Liston or George Foreman either. Why do y'all... Hold on, man. Run that back. That comment was dumb. Just what? Just the brain is just you smoke. You smoke that. You be putting your mouth on exhaust, on truck exhaust. Just killing all your brain cells. Just killing all your brain cells. Wilder was robbed first fight, easy win third fight. That comment was dumb. So look. We only got 4 minutes left. I just want to know, what say you? Okay, what say you? Everybody hit the like button. What say you? What say you on what I have to say? Let me hear from you. Wilder should have got to Kronk Gym before.
Hit the like, your fingers over here be like, there's nothing to hit the like, you know what you like.
Kronk would have been perfect for Wilder. Hit the like, you know what you like. Oh yeah. Tank Davis hit harder than Wilder One Punch Machine. I did that comparison. I have a video on Better BF, Tank Davis, and Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder, and statistically, Deontay Wilder hit harder. Because I ranked the guys that they fought too, if they were in the top 10 ranking or whatever. So it was not just the punch percentage, it was also the punch output, how many punches it actually took to knock. I did statistically to knock out their opponents on average, and how many rounds it took or whatever. I did that. And I also did the level of opposition. I did some studies on that. I don't know how many views that thing got, but it should have gotten a lot, because I broke that thing down statistically to say why Deontay Wilder is still the hardest puncher in the world. I thought it was Tank Davis, but it was Deontay Wilder. Whose chin is weaker, Anthony or Wilder? Whose chin is weaker, Anthony or Wilder? Wow. Wow. I can't call it. Hold on. Wilder was unwilling to develop his skills from the beginning of his career. His lack of footwork will always hold him back, maybe a little too late. I feel you a little bit on that, but on top of that, in the beginning of his career, he got into it because of his daughter, and he did a great thing. And plus he, as a grown man, started in amateurs, and then had the nerve to earn a bronze medal. All right. So, at some point he was learning. I think he got away from it. I think victory defeated him. Right. Look, who has the weaker chin, AJ or Wilder? That's a good question. It's a good question, because you have to look at who rocked AJ. Right. You saw what Povetkin did to Dillian White. That's who hit AJ. Klitschko, you see how many people he knocks out. That's who hit AJ. Dillian White, you saw what he did to many people he fought. That's who hit AJ. Andy Ruiz, that's who hit AJ. Right? So Tyson Fury is who hurt Wilder. Wilder got dropped before by who? I forgot who he was. And he was rocked one other time. And he was rocked by Ortiz. So it's difficult for me to say who has the harder chin. On top of that, both of their defenses kind of sucked at the time. AJ was too robotic. He put his chin. He left himself open on many occasions. So if you're a heavyweight getting hit clean like that, you're going to get hurt. Deontay Wilder, same thing. All right. So it's kind of tough. This is the heavyweight division. I don't expect them to not get rocked. That's tough. I'm not saying because they both got great chins. I'm saying because they both got like They don't have great chins. They got regular chins. Biz, you know damn well AJ has a weaker chin. No, I just said so. I don't think if Wilder got hit with the punch that Klitschko hit AJ with, I don't think Wilder stands. I think he gets knocked out. But Wilder didn't fight Klitschko. I think the punch that wobbled him from Povetkin, I think that wobbles Wilder. I saw Ortiz wobble Wilder. I you know what I'm saying? I'm keeping it 100%. I'm keeping it 100%. Many are saying Tank has a better chin than Floyd, but Tank ain't been hit like Corley, Mosley, and it's going to be hard to have a better chin than Floyd. Floyd got one of the better chins because not just absorbing the punch, but how he comes back. Maidana rocked him at the end of that round. Yeah, I thought he was going to come back out with Bambi legs. He got his head back quick. Mosley rocked him twice back to back. His head got back after the first rock, and then he got re-rocked, and his head got back again. Okay, Chop Corley rocked that ass. You feel what I'm saying? Zab Judah rocked him. You know what I mean? And his head just, that boy got a chin, man. That boy Floyd got a chin. And what kills me is he has crazy defense on top of it. Let me see. Didn't AJ start late too? I believe he was 18. Yeah, but Wilder, no, I think AJ was younger than that, but Wilder was a grown ass man. Like, hey, why box, bro? Get a job. Like, you know what I mean? That dude, and he has done an enormous. Thank goodness he decided to box because that's exactly what he was, a fighter. Let me see. Wilder was 19. I don't know how old AJ was. I thought he was younger than that. Let me see. By the way, Fury recovers really freaking well from big shots. He does. Fury's a very tough dude. If you look at the Otto Valin fight, how he was cut and how he was surviving that's a tough guy. You know, here, I'm gonna run this by you too. Wilder's tough as nails. Wilder don't have Wilder doesn't have a great chin. He has a great punch, but toughness, he has the biggest heart in the world. Wilder has a huge heart. I've been saying that forever. Wilder's insane. His heart is crazy. That's the beautiful thing when it comes to Tyson Fury and Wilder. They both would die, bro. Serious, literally. There's no way Fury should have gotten up from that punch in the 12th. No way. No way. And he got up. And then had the nerve to rock Wilder. When Wilder kept getting up, just like AJ against Andy Ruiz, and Wilder, when they stopped the fight, he's like, huh? Wilder was getting the hell beat out of him by Tyson Fury. Tyson was beating the hell out of him. And when you look at when they stopped it, Mark Breland was absolutely right. He's starting to measure him up. Bam! Bam! Like, you don't do that. You live to fight another day. That's why you have this third fight. All great fighters take an L, and they have that moment of redemption. They all do. No, we can fight another day. Don't worry about being undefeated and all those things. It's fine. You had a draw against them. You lost this one. Get back just like you're doing now. And guess what? It's October. It wasn't the end of the world. Let's see how great you are. Can you get off your back and beat them October 9th? That's really what it's about. But really, he was beating the hell out of him. I mean, just ears bleeding, mouth. No legs. He was just done. Oh, let me see. Biz, am I the only one that thinks nobody below 140 beats Tank? No, you ain't the only one, bro. I just think you have to have a lot to beat him mentally and physically. And I like Teofimo Lopez. There was a minute when I thought Ryan Garcia, but I was capping, bro. That guy is really good. That guy is really good. ShowBizz, you are avoiding Timothy Webb. I have no idea who that is. What does he do? I don't know. I don't want to hurt any feelings because when I say I don't know who somebody is, they get their feelings hurt. But who is that? Oh, he's in a war room. Oh, here we go. Hey, ShowBizz, can Tyson Fury still be considered great even though he was caught with PEDs in his system? Yeah. You can fail once. Sugar Shane Mosley is still considered a great, right? You can fail a PED test or admit to be on PEDs or whatever and still be considered great. Yeah. Yeah, you know, Evander the Real Deal Holyfield is my favorite heavyweight of all time, one of the greatest heavyweights of all time. But they do have mail sent to him from someone who distributes PEDs. It was the same person that gave Sugar Shane Mosley his PEDs, and they sent it to his address, whatever the pills were, to his address, and it said it was so stupid. It said, like, instead of Evander Holyfield, it said like Evander Illerfield or something like that. It was like, yo, that's Evander. It was to his address, and that's how Evander got out of it, because it was just like, but there was no proof, right? So yeah, you can be Floyd Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather illegally took an IV, right? It was illegal. Now you don't know why he took that IV, why he did that. Either way, it's illegal. You can't, even if you took IVs to hydrate into a bigger guy for fight night, that's illegal, right? So how long was he doing that? And Floyd Mayweather, to me, will always be great. Okay, so you can fail things and still be great. Yeah, absolutely. Canelo Alvarez, he fell for clenbuterol. He's going to go down one of the greatest fighters of all time. As long as it's not failing after fail after fail, in my opinion. Yeah, absolutely. IV is not a steroid. Well, neither is clenbuterol, neither is phentermine, neither is, but at the same time, if you have a PED, I thought he said PED. I didn't think he said steroids. PED doesn't mean steroids. We got to get steroids out of our mind. Actually, steroids is kind of like old now. Okay, people are doing different things to get an edge, and it's not steroids. So grab that old ancient ass thinking and get to the new world, because you're going to really be behind saying at least it's not steroids, right? You're going to really be behind, because there are things that's being used in conjunction with other things that's helping fighters, or not just fighters, but helping athletes. Get off steroids. Get off of that. Start thinking a little bit more advanced, a little bit more today. All right. So he just said PEDs, which makes more sense. Let me see. ShowBizz, unbiased box for the community. Let the light in. Love from California. Tell your mother, tell your father, tell your husband. Wait, hold on. Why do I see Roy Jones? I'm looking at TV right now. Tell your wife, tell your son, tell your daughter, tell your brother, tell your sister, tell your grandmother, tell your grandfather, tell your uncle, tell your aunt, tell your niece, tell your nephew, tell your cousin, tell your play cousin, tell your best friend, tell your girlfriend, tell your boyfriend, tell your side piece. If they're right next to you, tell them. If they're away from you, text them. They're no longer here anymore. Look at this guy say, I love you. Hit the Tyson bell. What else we got? Slugger beats in-boxer beats outboxer beats slugger. It's like rock, paper, scissors stylistically, unless you're a boxer puncher. Slugger beats in-boxer. In-boxer beats outboxer. For the most part, because I know I could come up with examples, but you're saying, right, outboxer beats slugger. For the most part, never thought about that. Let me chew on that for a minute. Evans Field. Yeah, it was something like that. I got Herring for the upset biz. I don't, but thank you. Jamel Herring, shout out to you. Thank you. Somebody, thank you. IV mass PEDs at times, or so look. I'm gonna tell you two stories, okay? One, Sugar Ray Leonard, when he had his face off with Tommy Hearns, he sat there and he looked at him and said, I'm gonna whoop this guy easily. He looks like a praying mantis. He's so thin and wiry, he looks like a praying mantis. Okay, I'm gonna beat him. He said, came fight night, he was like, this guy's a middleweight. What is going on here? There was another guy that I met. He used to train with Roberto Duran. All right, I forgot his name. He said Roberto Duran was the greatest fighter he's ever seen, but he used to train with Roberto Duran, and he brought up a story. He said he was fighting, okay? He had a fight, and he happened to be in the same hotel as the guy he was fighting. And he said that guy was so paper thin. It was incredible. He said you can blow him and knock him over. He said he happened to be walking by his hotel room and the door was closing. Somebody walked in, the door was closing. And as the door was closing, he said he looked back in there and he saw my man sitting there with the IV in his arm. That's illegal. And he's sitting there with IV in his arm and the door closed. He said, come fight night. That guy beat the hell out of him. He said that guy was huge and beat the hell out of him. All right. So, yeah, it can be used to mask PEDs. At the same time, it can be used to make you hyperhydrate. So you cannot use the IV. He did it illegally. All right. And Floyd Mayweather, to me, is still one of the greatest fighters of all time. Let me see. Roy Jones fell too, didn't he? I think there was no, I don't think it was clear. I read that many times when people said that. It wasn't clear that he failed, but it was tricky. It was kind of like Canelo Alvarez. It was one of those moments where it's like, oh, the B sample, everything, after testing him again, everything was fine and all those things. It was something like that, right? But it was like the first thing he failed. But then they test him again and everything was cool. And people were like, it's one of those things. Okay. Yeah. So, and people say, oh, he's on steroids, period. He was on steroids his whole career, period. That's how people feel, The funny thing about steroids is this. It was suspected. The funny thing about that stuff is this. What beats steroids is genetics. Okay. But not everybody is genetically amazing. Okay. You have a lot of people you look at Deontay Wilder, for example. What is he on? Okay, he's punching like a mule kick with those are genetics. Roy Jones Jr. he had fantastic genetics, and with their abilities, they didn't have to. Floyd Mayweather didn't have to. That's why they were so for the clean boxing program, because for them, genetically, they just ridiculous. They're just ridiculous genetically. Rocky Marciano was just insane genetically, right? Because he had stamina, incredible stamina, to where he was punching with the same velocity and same power for 15 damn rounds, right? There's just people who are just blessed. Just incredible. Iron Mike Tyson, the same thing. What say you? I'm about to go in a minute, actually. I've always used PEDs against ShowBizz, and he still beat me. Facts. 10K on Wilder by knockout. Hate me now. No, nobody's gonna hate you. Why? If you win, much love. If you lose, I know how it feels, bro. That's your money, ain't it? Why would we hate you? What you would do your money? Nobody want to hate what you do in your money, bro. You talking to grown-ups. This ShowBizz is the adult community, bro. Hey, ShowBizz, how many times does a fighter need to be caught with PEDs to lose their greatness, in your opinion? I really don't. That's a weird question. I really don't know. I never times. I would think more so of how bad it was and what happened. I don't really think it's up to me. It's up to the sport. If you were to fail on a few occasions, I think you're out the sport, and that's already enough. Okay. I'm not big on conspiracies though, Timothy. So I go off of results, what has happened. You got somebody like Big Baby Miller, took the cocktail, came back, then got caught again. He's out. So it's not so much what I think, it's just going to be the result. If you get caught with PEDs on, so you're out. You're out. You're suspended forever, and for 6 months or whatever. You just got to look at the results of things. If things are still fine and he's still clear of the fight and he's still clean and he's still doing whatever, then I'm looking at the performance. I'm looking at what happened. Oscar Valdez has nothing in his system. Okay. He's going to be fighting Conceição. I'm looking at the performance, right? They both clean fighters come that night. I just don't think it should be for the championship. I don't think he's deserving to be the defending champion that night, which is why I want Conceição to take it from him, right? it's not even like a diss towards Valdez as much as it towards just right and wrong. Okay. But still, should they fight? And if Oscar Valdez put on a great performance and beat the hell out of him, then okay. I know he's clean that night. All right. Unless he takes the test after the post fight and he fails, then that's another thing. Okay. But if he's clean after the fight, and he's always been clean, this is the first time. Yeah, then he whooped him. All right. I'm rooting for him, but let the best man win. Eric Johnson, Fury talk big noise, but not one title defense. Yeah. That's absolutely true. But here's the thing: they all should talk big noise. I'm not against big noise. Talk your talk, bro. Talk your talk. What about John Jones? Yeah, John Jones has been cleared enough times. He didn't fit. You know, it's one of those things. There's people who are just against John Jones, not me. I think he's one of the greatest ever. You know how things went, and the times that he failed, he didn't get a chance to fight. The times that he passed, he was clean, and I saw the fights that he was clean. And then when he failed, I didn't count those fights. You know, and he didn't even get to fight, and those fights weren't counted. So if you know, I think he got the no contest against Daniel Cormier. So I don't know. I when someone gets caught for something, I don't assume that all the other fights their entire career they just didn't get caught. And then I start picking and choosing when they were on something. I don't do that. I go off the results. That's me though. I told you I'm a protocol guy. I go off the results. I don't go guessing and go. I don't. It's a waste of time for me. Let me see. Anderson Silva pop 2. Yep. Booger Sugar. That's all. Pico. Yeah, the picogram. But some people think that he was microdosing. Either way, I mean the picograms, whatever he failed for wasn't enough to add to his performance. So I don't get into the science like that, and I don't claim to know the science. I just look at the results. What else we got? Super sticker. My man hit the Tyson bell. So everybody, you good? You good? I agree. Thank you, Biz. Much love to you. Fury also speaks big notes. Press conference now. ShowBizz Adult. Thank you guys for showing up. Tomorrow, I don't think I'm going to have a Facts Friday podcast tomorrow. I'm going to be calling the Oscar Valdez versus Constantine fight. I'm looking forward to football Thursday tonight, the first day of football. I'm going to be having a ball. I'm out. Man, thank you guys for showing up. Much love to you.